Cancer, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click on that description box below and it will talk about the cards in the spread, or the placement of the cards in the spread, and the significance of the spread itself. I also uploaded a video yesterday about tarot and working in light and shadow to kind of help you better understand what it is I do on my channel, or just an understanding of tarot in general if you're new to the communities. It's about a 4.5-minute video if you want to check that out. It was uploaded yesterday. Okay, here we go. Huh. So it feels to me, Cancer, like, again, you're recognizing the power in letting go and not strategizing. You feel like as you're constantly trying to manipulate your environment, that you're recognizing that it's affecting other people around you. And at this point, you're wondering if you just let go of the steering wheel for a little while, will you reach a balance and an equilibrium? So instead of trying to force everything to fit, you can just kind of ease on down the road or just float down the river. It's kind of like you don't want to fight against the current anymore because you recognize that fighting against the current has caused you a lot of turmoil in the past. That's odd. In my Gemini reading, I believe it was, one card flipped over and it wound up right on the top. And now in your card, one card flipped over and now it's right on the top. Again, as we were talking about water and flow, this is the card of the potential for emotional fulfillment. Emotional fulfillment that has not been processed through a framework. So it kind of feels like if you quit trying to process everything, that you'll just kind of let the river flow in a way that you can just kind of move with it a little bit more comfortably. The fear is that you will lose control completely in the process. Those just fell out, so I'll take them. So the Emperor is the person who is master of his domain. He's the person who knows how to delegate, and he delegates accordingly. He understands his boundaries, and he knows what it is that he needs to do to protect his kingdom, his walls. Okay? The Emperor is somebody who reaches out beyond one kingdom and actually directs a lot of kingdoms. So as in the past, you've always been like that person people go to, or you've been the person who forces your way in order to establish order in your world. And you fear that if you let go too much, you'll have no order in your world. And then boom, stagnation due to indecision. There will be too many choices. There will be too many things. There will be a lot. And you won't be able to figure out what it is you need for yourself. So you're hoping to let go of the things that you need to control that kind of bother other people, but you don't want to let go so much that you lose control of yourself. The reality of the situation is that you have a very hard time walking away from things that you put a lot of time and effort into, and that you are emotionally connected to a lot of very physical things. Speaking of being connected to physical things, there's the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is actually a really, really beautiful energy because he's somebody who has managed his resources well over the past and takes great pride in what he's doing. However, he does not like to dictate to the next generation how they should come upon this. He's more of he's not a dictator or a mentor. He's just more of a helping hand every once in a while. Then we're talking about smooth sailing. Just like I said previous, you're looking for a way to go with the flow, moving out of the choppy waters and into the smooth waters. But you feel like you're not growing in the process. You feel like your passion is really, really getting in there and helping other people out. But you see the word that I'm using. You really like getting in there to help other people out. In the past, you pushed too hard and tried to control everybody else's outcome. Okay? So this is the lesson that you're learning right now. In case you're struggling with what this feeling is, I'm going to lay it out for you, and I want you to think about what I'm going to say. In the past, you have constantly tried to control outcomes for other people. You're recognizing as the King of Pentacles, you cannot control other people's outcomes. You can only help and advise and then step back. And that's what this hope is all about here. Stepping back and recognizing that an equilibrium will happen because you have your area of control, you have your area of influence, and you have everything else. This is you learning your area of control versus your area of influence with those who are closest to you. So, one more time. You can help and you can advise, but you cannot control other people's outcomes. Cancer, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I will see you next.